Welcome to Panasonic here at Productronica. Delighted to be joined by Gerd Redeman. Nice to see you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, pleasure to be with you here, Trevor.
Yeah. So Gerd, I mean, we're all I'm very familiar with the NPM series of mounters. We've brought out here now the NPM G. So we're going to, it's part of a series which starts actually with a printer at the very beginning. So tell us, starting with the printer at the beginning of the process, some of the improvements you've made.
Well, actually, Trevor, we have a new series, the new models coming up. The printer has some additional functions. With the printers, it's a modular machine. You start with a basic machine and then you say, okay, can you have automatic solder paste supply? Can you have automatic stencil change and so on?
Mm-hmm.
I think very special for this machine is the automatic stencil exchanger.
Okay.
And with regards to that, it's a magazine with 10 stencils you can have.
Wow.
With RF ID tags for identification and traceability. And with that, and together with the automatic support pins and the also new function automatic take up of the solder paste and bring back the solder paste to the next stencil,
right,
you can fully automate the changeover.
Right.
So,
there's a lot involved in that process, but I mean, let's say 10 stencil changeover is a lot of stencils. I mean, you'd have to be doing quite a high mix to be able to use that number of stencils.
If you make an exchanger for one stencil, then you have a large customer who says, well, I have 5 changeover a shift.
Right.
What shall I do with one stencil?
Right. Okay.
One might be a more slim version, but
there is a need for it.
It doesn't matter. There is a need for it.
Okay. So obviously, then, if you're automating the stencil changeover, you need the other things that go along with it. The automatic cleaning underneath.
Yes. Right.
The automatic paste, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
So does the paste work in a carousel? Can it interchange different paste tubes? How many?
That is something that is not done automatically. So with the paste, you continue to stay with one paste.
Okay.
But most customers are using only 1 or 2 types of paste. So it's really they try to streamline that. I think also interesting is the paperless cleaning system.
Yes.
So we have this a little bit longer already, but this is now the latest generation. And by doing so, you save paper, you save liquid, and you save time and efforts. So it's a big advancement. So in this game of who has the most options of a printer, I think we are...
You're doing pretty well.
We are doing very well. Also, we have now, for example, integrated a viscosity meter for the paste.
That's
so
interesting.
Means you can measure the viscosity of the paste, and then you can adjust the temperature of the cabinet, of the printer.
Well, that's fairly critical because, I mean, the temperature and the humidity inside the factory space is absolutely critical to the paste itself.
Yeah.
But having a viscosity meter is even better because a lot of the problems you get with paste issues in the printer are because somebody's taken the jar of paste out the fridge and left it, and it's dried a bit and that type of thing, so you get clogging. So having a viscosity meter is a final check.
Very thing, and I can maybe I have to say this viscosity meter is from a very well-known brand, so we integrate here something which is proven technology.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
and then there's things like a paste and a glue dispenser you can add on, or you can have a stencil tension measurement you could do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But, it's so many things.
It's getting quite sophisticated.
Yes. And for me personally, I like the printing process very much, and I have a strong bond to it, and I like to sell this machine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it sounds pretty impressive from the list of features you've just told us about, but that's good. So, continuing on the G series down here on the mounter side, we're in front of one at the moment here. Can you tell us what are some of the upgrades that you've made to the placement platform?
Well, basically, since decades, it's all about throughput
Yeah.
and accuracy, and maybe less maintenance and reducing the operator work, have more automated function. So we have a new platform with new placement heads, which is more lightweight,
Yeah.
which is more fast. And with regards to the accuracy, we can do chip mounting accuracy down to 15 micron.
Okay.
That is really
That is getting
good.
really
That
good.
is not the standard. You slow down the machine a bit, but basically who has the need for very narrow chip placements, he needs the high accuracy mode.
And it's very much driving that way into the semiconductor side as well.
Yes, right,
You know, so
right.
so that's absolutely needed. So you said that you've made it lighter.
Yes.
What do you mean by that? You're
Well,
putting,
we reduced the head by a few kilogram of weight,
okay.
a few. And you know, we have accelerations close to 2G, I think, and then this weight makes a difference. No?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and makes it not just a difference in speed, also in less vibrations, higher accuracy by that.
Absolutely, great.
Yeah.
Okay, that's super. And then any other features?
Oh
that-
yeah.
yeah. We're going to get to the auto splicer.
Yeah, well, that's maybe the final thing.
Okay.
We have something which I have in mind is we have new functions we call 5M function, human, machine, material methods. So we are having more internal control functions
Okay.
to monitor the status of the machine, the status of the placement head, of the ventiles, of the sensors, if we have wear, if we have vibrations, whatever, and we monitor this and we can analyze trends and go in the direction of predictive maintenance.
Yes.
I will not clearly say, oh, we do predictive maintenance. No, but
You're going in
having-
that direction.
Going in that direction, having
Yeah.
everything, that is something we do.
Well, I mean, if you can monitor trends and you know what the design cycle life is of a motor, for example, then you should be able to say, well, it's coming towards the end of its life, which is essentially a form of predictive maintenance. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's also it's like if you're tracking the time it takes to load a PCB, and if you see there are fluctuations in the loading time, you know there's something wrong in the process of the transport system. No? So,
yeah, that's
yeah.
true. Yeah. No, that's
good.
good.
But yeah, finally I would say the really great thing is we introduce here on the show the auto setting feeder,
Yeah.
which has been developed over a long period of time, we have to say, to come to that, to eliminate the splicing and
Right.
just to refill the feeder just by putting in the new tape. So the old is the leftover is still in with components, the machine is working, and you just take the next tape, put it in addition, and the machine takes it by itself, peels off the top tape. And so there's no cutting process involved in this. It's just a peeling off.
So you
very
don't,
good.
you don't have to start by peeling off the tape or anything?
No,
you just,
you do a little bit of preparation you do for the top tape. That is required. But anyhow, it's much less work, we believe.
Yeah.
We save maybe 25% of labor time
Yeah.
in the process of refill,
Absolutely.
which is
That's significant.
nice
It's
thing.
very
Yes,
significant.
and it's available from 8mm up to 104mm tape width.
Ah, okay.
So,
okay.
for years we had 8mm paper.
Yes.
But, well, that's just 8mm paper. No? So,
Well, it's less waste as well, and you
Yes,
know,
right, yeah.
It's and that's fairly unique. I think you're the only person doing automatic.
yes. There is others have
tape
tried as well, but what we see is we are the ones who manage
Managed
this
to make it
now.
work.
No, manage
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Well,
Good.
congratulations on that. That's
Thank you so much.
a
Really.
significant milestone. So,
Yeah.
so that's
And
great.
we will have, well, you see here the slim version of the machine, NPMG,
Yep.
GH. There will be a wide body machine following, because we have to see there's a segmentation in the market.
Yeah, for the 5G boards and things like that. Yeah.
Asia, for example, is very much looking on throughput, means many machines in one line, and they don't need the feeder amount. But if you look to industry applications or automotive, the people like to have plenty of feeder inputs,
Yeah.
maybe one family setup, and we come with that model also.
Okay, okay. So that's one to come.
Yeah.
That's super. That's super. So I mean, this is a. These are chip shooters here at the moment. You have odd form as well in here.
Well, there is, of course, for the large component placement, this is possible as well. You can place components up to 300 gram weight,
Yes.
size like my hand, something like that.
Really?
We have this on display on another machine here.
Yeah?
So,
Okay.
yes, there is. I heard new process to come. For me also, it's like wet to wet process where sub-modules are placed on the PCB. And so, new things.
Wet to wet.
Wet to wet, I heard.
Okay.
I have to learn that, I have to admit.
Okay, well, I'll look forward to learning about that the next time. But for the meantime, Gerd, thank you very much for joining us and showing us the new NPM-G range.
Yeah, thank you so much.